Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anal. The title of this video is UFOs, Deactivated Nukes. And the title came from this title here, which I was on the People's Voice. It says, Pentagon says there is no evidence aliens have visited Earth. I was just going through it, seeing what he was talking about, because I was already, kind of looking up UFOs and things like that, and scroll down to the comments section, and this dude posted something about, nukes being shut down, which, if I remember correctly, I believe I did hear a brother, probably GMS Vegas sit downs, actually probably went into this topic recently, not too sure, but I think I heard it from him recently. And once again, that's GMS Vegas sit downs of GMS, of course. So you can go to that page, subscribe, be edified. So I followed that. I searched Google, and I end up with this statement or this article here. It says ex Air Force personnel. Then it says UFOs deactivated nukes. So basically, I'll just go into this. Probably won't be a long video. Just wanted to go into something, talk about something. Do the work. So here it is. It says, and I got some images of some chariots from Navy, that they have recorded and seen. And basically, I'm gonna point out the fact that this could be some of the mischief that happens when Babylon the Great is destroyed. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has the ability to, shut down their systems. Their defense systems, their nuclear capabilities when they get attacked from their enemies. On a return of Yahweh Shai. This could be something that can happen. In that day of the Lord, and this is something if it's true, they are aware of. And this can also add to their fear, because basically everything that's written in the scriptures is coming to pass, beginning with us coming from that dead state, of just, not knowing anything, not being able to read, not going into the Hebrew, to now being able to do all of those things, right, and stand on our feet boldly and preach these things to the world, to the nations, right? Anyway, it says the mysterious whatever the mysterious lights in the sky were, they seem to have an interest in our nukes. So these individuals, ex-Air Force personnel, are talking about, the lights in the sky, which will be the UFOs, the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Shai, and their experience with that. And there's been recent, hearings and meetings about the UFOs, because as we approach the end days, right, the last days, and wisdom and information is increased in the world through the hand of Yahweh Bashem Shai, with cameras and smartphones and smart devices. Everything is being shared at a rapid pace, and you can no longer cover up many things, and that's why the world elites now, the banking families and everyone around, is pressing so hard about the freedom of speech, and these alternative news outlets and things like that, because these individuals more than likely carry the truth, or some of the truth, regarding what's actually happening around the world. You know, where it be pictures or videos or statements from actual witnesses, right? Not planted agents and things that Esau Edom loves to do. It says, whatever the mysterious lights in the sky were, they seem to have an interest in our nukes. One of the more out of ordinary press conferences held in Washington this week, and this is posted in 2010, mind you, but this is something that can happen again, consisted of former Air Force personnel testifying to the existence of UFOs and their ability to neutralize American and Russian nuclear missiles, right? Basically, neutralize anything, all types of weapons, because, the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai gave these heathens the ability to create these things. The scriptures say he has created the waster to destroy, right? To bring forth his instrument of destruction, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what Yahweh Bashmi Shai has done. And now they have these things that they take pride in. But as we see, Yahweh has the ability to just turn them off at will. It says UFO researcher Robert Hastings of Albuquerque, New Mexico, who organized the National Press Club briefing, said more than 120 former service members had told him they'd seen unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to say, near nuclear weapon storage and testing grounds, because they're changing the names. Just recently they handed out a handbook to their cops, how to deal with the sightings and what to do. So they're trying to prepare for this great war that they know is approaching. They know that Yahushua is coming. They see the chariots in the sky. Star and Stripes quoted former Air Force Captain Robert Salas, who was at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana in 1967 when 10 ICMs he was overseeing suddenly became inoperative. At the same time, base security informed him of a mysterious red glowing object in the sky. Robert Jamieson, a retired USAF nuclear missile targeting officer, told of several occasions having to go out and restart missiles that had been deactivated after UFOs were sighted nearby. And I was just reading something somewhere where these things are, I believe it was here. I don't know where I was reading that, but these things are basically on standby for to fire within minutes. So just to have these things cut off is you know bad for them basically. So that's the point. The point is that these things were shut off, and there's people coming to say, yeah, this actually happened. You know. So moving forward, I have some videos here, and I'll play them. This is the first video. This one doesn't really have any sound. Let's see. But what you will be looking at is naval personnel trying to track and follow UAP, the chariots of the Lord, basically. Because they do not know what they are, but the men of the Lord are here to tell you what they are, right? These are the chariots of Yahweh, Bashmi Shai, and they're visiting this place. Right, so this one doesn't really have any sound. It's kind of boring. You check it out. I exited out. Oh no, okay, no, it's there. All right, so let me download this and play it.
Echo 6-1 Tango Logic, over.
Oh, got it! Woohoo!
Roger, there's troubleshooting.
Did you box moving target?
602.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly! What the
All right, so as you can see, these people, these individuals are extremely happy to have, got it in their sights and able to track it, and they're amazed at how it's flying and what it's doing and all of that. So this is not something that they're used to, right? These are the chariots of Yahweh, Bashmi Shai, right? This is his a small glimpse of his power, basically, because he can do whatever he wants to do.
Dude, that is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing. It's rotating.
So once again, you can see how excited they are to witness what Yahweh Bashmi Shai is able to do with his chariots and how it's going against the wind, and these are once again Navy, Navy, Air Force, these type of things they should witness in war or in combat exercises on the daily, but this is something new to them when they first seen, these chariots. So, just from their voice alone and what they're saying, you can tell, this is something out of the ordinary, basically. So once again, going back to the article, that these chariots that they are seeing have the capabilities to shut down their nuclear systems. So that's something that could happen to them when it happens. Now, this is Revelations 1:7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, said the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty." Right? So this is basically talking about Yahweh Shai, and he's coming with his clouds, which are the chariots. Now I'll get let me see. This is Isaiah 47:7. It says, And thou saidest, this is talking about what Babylon the Great is saying. It says, thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore evil Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And this is one of those things that can happen. You know you're about to get attacked, and you think you're about to attack, and right then and there, chariots swarm the area and deactivate all your missile capabilities. So you can't defend yourself or fight back. Not, anyway. So Isaiah 47 and 12, it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So Yahweh Bashmi Shai is saying, hey, use those enchantments and those sorceries that you have been using to stop what I'm about to do to you, which they cannot do. This is Jeremiah 51 and 24. It says, and I will render unto Babylon and to all inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right? So Yahweh Bashim Shai is sending Yahweh Shai to defend us, and for the things and the sins that these heathen have committed against us. It says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, which describeth all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. And they shall not take for thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundation, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Right? And this is talking about Babylon the Great. And this is just one thing that could happen. Basically the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai, sends his chariots to deactivate their nukes, because regardless, this place is getting destroyed through the hand of their enemies, starting with Russia and the people that's joined unto them, which is going to go to a little bit here. It says, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against the kingdoms of Arat, Minia, and Ashkenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars, right? And this is going into like Armenia, Germany, and things like that. And of course, the Medes, Russia, Iran. It says, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. Right? And this is, I believe this is Russia. The Medes is Russia. It says, and the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. See, so Babylon the Great will be destroyed fully, completely. Let me go on my sword real quick. Check this out. Yeah, so we have Jeremiah 51. Yeah, so we have Turkey, which is Ararat, Armenia, Ashkenaz, which is Germany, and of course the Medes is Russia. So yeah, that's the 100% truth right there for you. So call hello Yahweh Basmi Shai. That was it on that part, I believe. Yep, without inhabitant. So I read that. And here we'll get this. This is Second Esdras chapter 13. This is Yahweh Shai coming back to destroy this place. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. So this is Yahweh Shai coming back with all the chariots. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So these are these nations right now preparing, trying to scope out the chariots and see what they do, how they move, preparing them, because even up to the very day, which is 10/18/2024, you can search up the fact that just now, cops are getting, pamphlets, about UAP spottings, and how to report them and things like that. So, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. Right, so he was on a gigantic fathership. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not remember, because this is a vision. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet thirst fright. So they're basically afraid. Even now they're afraid at the capabilities that they're seeing the chariots do. In the hearing just recently, they're saying that these things are thousands of years ahead of their time. And these are coming from Air Force people flying the F-35s, whatever the name of the things is, the planes that go real fast. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword or nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire. So the blast of fire is going to come from the chariots, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So that's what's going to come from these chariots that they're so amazed by when it comes to destroy them. So with that, I'll say shalom to Toph, which consists of men, women, and children. Lord willing, you are edified from this lesson. Shalom.